What's up, mighty warriors? So I went to a Bible study at another church last night, and one of my friends from church came with, and we were having a conversation after. And I was talking about, like, why do I not go all in on Warriors of God? Like, it's like we're doing our calls, like we're being transformed. God is doing amazing things. I got the verse book, like, there's all these things, and I'm like, why don't I go all in on it? Like, why don't I just surrender to what God has for me and go all in on it? Because while during that Bible study, the pastor was speaking, and during prayer, God just said to me, walk through the open door I've placed in front of you. And it's like God has put this open door in front of me, which is Warriors of God, our family, and going all in on that. But I've got this open door of getting the Find Your Calling coaching out there to the world, and the book and the events and all that stuff. And it's like God's put a door right here, but I keep like looking around that door, and I'm looking at the door that I have way out here. And it's like, yeah, but God, out here, this thing, that thing. And so it's like I do whatever I'm doing for Warriors of God, but then I want to give all my extra attention and effort to that other door. And it's just like God just said to me, like, walk through the door I've placed in front of you. And then I realized, why don't I just go all in on Warriors of God? Like, I mean, on the calls, I'm all in. Like, you guys know that that's not a thing. I'm never like, oh, like, that's when I'm in it, I'm in love with it. Like, it's amazing. It's everything I've ever wanted. Like, a community of on fire people, like, for God, who want to change the world, like a community of world changers. Like, does it get any better than that? And so it's like, it's what I've always wanted. And so I'm talking to my friend, and I'm like, what am I scared of? Like, what is stopping me from just going all in? And I'm in that process of trying to figure out what that is, because it's like right in front of me. Everything I ever wanted is right there, and I'm like wanting to work on other things. And so, yeah, I need to sit down and figure that out, because it's like I think about, if I went all in on Warriors of God, like, just the times that I have, just for a moment, like, that's when the verse book got created. That's when the idea for the website came up. And as I work on it, I feel so good. I feel so confident and excited and inspired. Um, but then I get distracted by going after the Find Your Calling stuff. And yeah, it's just something that I need to go to the Lord and just ask for wisdom on. I think maybe because I'm afraid of failing. It could be because, like, I don't know. I do know, I'm just not aware of it. Lord, give me awareness. Because if I went all in on Warriors of God, who knows what could happen. But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to build an army of warriors that fulfill the Great Commission. So, and Warriors of God is the army. And so, yeah, I just need to really sit with that. And so I just want to share this with you guys, because, part of this journey of living into your calling, there's going to be some lack of clarity. Like, and you got to go to the Lord. Like, he will give you wisdom. He'll give you clarity in his perfect timing. But I'm in this space right now where it's like, why am I scared to go all in, all in? Because I know if I go all in, like, God's going to give me ideas. I'm going to be creating things that just empower you guys on a whole different level. Like, I'll be studying, for our calls on a whole different level. Like, so it's like, what's holding me back? What's stopping me? What am I scared of? And so I just encourage you guys, because you will go through moments of this where it's like what you want is right in front of you, and there might be something that stops you from reaching out and grabbing it. Or you might not have total clarity of what's holding you back, and just go to the Lord and ask him. He will give you wisdom. But this is part of this journey. As you grow and you transform, like, God reveals some things in you that you didn't know were there. And so last night, when God is like, walk through the open door that I have in front of you, I'm like, oh man. And we talk about the open doors all the time, like, knocking, the door will be opened. But what we don't talk about is what's on the other side of that door. Like, if I walk through this open door, of just going all in on Warriors of God, first of all, it's scary because I don't make money really doing it, but not enough. $99 a month per person, like, doesn't cut it at all. Versus calling coaching, that's $15,000 per person. That will work, and it's about to get bumped up. And or if they do an online course or group course, that'll be 1,000 or 1,500. And so it's like, That's one of the scary things. But I think one of the things that is stopping me is I haven't sat down to think, what's on the other side of the door? Like when I walk through that door, what's on the other side? And I think what's missing for me is a clear vision of what this could look like. And I think that's what I need to sit down with the Lord with and just ask him, like, Lord, give me a glimpse of what's on the other side of this door. Like, help me, Lord, to walk through it, to go all in. You can't walk through two doors at the same time. And so it's like, man, Lord, help me get a glimpse of what's on the other side so I can have a vision of what I'm walking into. So yeah, I think that's a big part of it, because there's a massive vision in Warriors of God that I don't think I've actually sat down and really with the Lord spent some time meditating on it. And I think I need to. Because I need to go all in on this. And I'm in. I mean, you guys know I'm in. It's just there's a new level of all-inness that I know that I can commit to. And the reality is, what I know is that when I go all in on something, like, God delivers and results are produced, massive fruit. And so, yeah, it's like, how do I go all in on this movement? How do I go all in on this ecclesia, this group of called out people who are here to change the world? It's everything I've ever wanted. It's right in front of me. How do I walk through the door? Lord, teach me how to walk through the door. Help me, Jesus, walk through the door. So, yeah, so that's the journey I'm on right now, which is exciting. And this is why it's so important that we just pursue the Lord, because he reveals things. You know, that Bible study is not part of the church that I go to. It's part of a different church. But I go there on Wednesdays. It takes me about 2 hours to get there and back every Wednesday, but it's worth it. And so keep pursuing your spiritual growth outside of your church, outside of the Warriors of God calls. Like, pursue the Lord as much as you can, because I mean, that was a really powerful Bible study last night that really opened my eyes to something that I couldn't see before. And so, yeah. So you guys will run into stuff like this soon enough if you haven't already. You know, there will be things that come up where you're just like, why am I not doing this? Or that doesn't make sense, or I'm not clear on this, or I need direction. And this is where we go to the Lord and seek wisdom from him. So just want to let you guys know where I'm at. If you guys have any ideas what could be stopping me from just going all in, then just text me and let me know. So, yep, part of the journey, but this is what makes it so exciting. It's like constant discovery. Like every day you're just like being faced with something, or you're discovering something, or you're having a new creative idea, or you're doing, it's so exciting. It's such an adventure. Sometimes it sucks, but overall it's amazing. And it's just an adventure. Like, it's a crazy adventure, and I love it. And so I'm so grateful. And I'm excited for you guys. So love you guys.